Expressway and east of Broad Street. We South Philly. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On the run is Vaughn. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Prescott. It's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Second down and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 1st down, they go back to Vaughn again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Cowboys looking for that first win of the year. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that same time. It's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10. This is Vaughn. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now Whistle.